5, 8, 9, 5, 10, 11. It's entertaining watching a less than 3-year-old try to count. When they try to get it all put together, they know that there are numbers, but they don't understand the sequencing of them, and yet in the end you know that someday you hope they'll be able to get the concept of counting. Now, when an older child comes to you with an algebra problem, you as a parent might feel in exactly the same place. All right, 5, 8, 9, like, oh, I don't get this, I'm going to have to learn this all over again. When it comes to math or counting, we recognize that at different points in our lives there may be greater or lesser understandings, but in our heads we're always thinking, I know that the end will come, I know that there is the potential to understand it. And if you see someone doing some incredible high-level math, even if you think, I'll never get there, in your mind you know that it's possible. You know that it's possible for some human being to get those crazy equations that are part, for example, of putting a rocket into space. They blow our minds, but some minds are perfectly capable of grasping it all. So what kind of knowledge then is there that actually goes beyond knowledge? I mean, we would say from a human perspective, at least in the minds of many, well, I think all of it is ultimately graspable. We just have to put in enough time and effort or get somebody smart enough. And I don't know, maybe that's true. Maybe there are things that they just go beyond our understanding, even on a physical human plane. But there is something that we know goes beyond our understanding. The Apostle Paul prayed that his friends would have the power to know the love that goes beyond knowing. That's almost impossible, isn't it? To know something that goes beyond knowing. And yet there is something like that, something you can never fully understand. To understand why God would have decided to love people who didn't deserve to be loved. Why would he have decided to take on human flesh? Why would he have decided to die the most shameful death? Why? Right? Who could ever understand how God could love someone like me who doesn't deserve his love, who deserves only consequences that would terrify me because I have not followed God's plan for my life. Every one of us knows deep down that there are things that we're ashamed of. And yet there is a love that you can never comprehend, something that goes beyond your wildest imagination, something that doesn't shake you to the core. It warms your heart to its core. That the love of Jesus Christ covers the guilt for all of your sins so that you do not have to be afraid to die. That is love that goes beyond our capacity to comprehend it. The greatest thing is, I don't have to understand it. All that I need is to know it.